Three things that I'm seeing out there right now that is absolutely not working for realtors. Those that are actually out there at the moment getting good results and really moving in the right direction are the ones that aren't investing a lot of time, if any, in negativity. It could be on social media, it could be the news, things that are happening in our industry. They're not investing any time and energy being part of that negativity. If you think about it, somebody makes a negative post on social media, there's no want to go in there, defend it, or entertain that negativity. It reminds me of a great quote: somebody's opinion only matters if that person mattered to you in the first place. Why would we invest any time and energy in people's comments where they've got no real effect on who we are or what we're going to do in the future anyway? Remember, where you focus your time and energy is going to have a direct impact on who you are and what you do. If all you're doing is focusing on negativity, you're going to give a little piece of that to everybody you talk to. If all you're doing is going out there looking for the positivity and trying to find things that are working, that's going to give you the same effect. It's going to keep driving and propelling you forward. It is a little tougher on some days, but just remember, whatever you feed grows. So just make sure you put your time and energy in things that you can control, that's positive, keeps you moving in the right direction. The second one for me is those that are actually having a lot of success at the moment aren't investing in quick fixes. They're not going out there trying to buy the next lead gen system or thinking a new CRM is going to change the outcome of their business. They're not changing brokerages because they think they'll get better opportunities at the next brokerage. What they're doing is they're focusing on things that they can control. They understand what their success markers are. They understand what those critical things are that if they do them on a regular basis are always going to provide and produce results. It makes an incredible difference to where you go when things are a little bit tough. Third one, which I actually think is probably one of the most important in this industry, is having someone that keeps you honest. I'm not talking about an accountability partner or a mentor. I'm talking about someone that won't put up with your crap. Where do you go when you have a bad day? Who's the person that when you're having a really bad day, if you went and sat in front of them, they're going to go to sort it out. You need to go and focus on these three things. You need to go put your energy into things that you can control. And it sort of reminds me of that statement that misery loves company. When you're having a bad day, do you go and sit with someone else that's having a bad day to make you feel better? Or go and sit with someone that's absolutely out there doing wonderful things so you can get a little piece of that. And that's why I like to call that person someone who keeps you honest. Someone that makes you stop believing your excuses, stops believing why things aren't working, and keeps you focused in the right direction. I really want to get you focused on something. I want you to start with this. Define what those success markers are, because they are without a doubt the fundamental foundation for any great business. Knowing where to go when you're having a really tough day, knowing what you can go and put your time and energy into that's always going to produce a result. For me, they were really tough to work out, and sometimes they changed. Once I knew what they were, whenever there was something maybe not going right in my business, whether it be a market condition or change that I really didn't have a lot of control over, it took me to a place where I knew I could produce results. Define what your success markers are, those places you'll go daily that you know are going to produce results. Things will change really, really quickly. A lot of this new technology that's coming out right now is taking us away from one of the most critical things that you are absolutely looking for every day in your business, is a human reaction from people. It's the only thing we can leverage. It's the only thing we can work with. The challenge is I want you to make 5 phone calls every day so you get a human reaction. Somebody on the other end of the phone that's going to give you some sort of response. This doesn't need to be a business contact. It doesn't need to be a potential client. Sometimes just making a phone call to someone that's going to have a great conversation with you to put your mindset in the right space makes a big difference. The challenge for you guys is this. The first thing you want to do every day is make 5 phone calls to people you know you're going to engage with. Maybe you mix it up. Bring a few people from your sphere, a few people that are business associates. It doesn't matter who it is. One of my personal success tricks that I had in my business is every morning on the way to the office, I called 5 people from my sphere that I had a great relationship with. It wasn't so much about building business. What it was doing was setting me up so that the first 5 phone calls that I had every day were to people that actually liked me and I liked them, which would give me a way better conversation, and that was my energy and my attitude for the day. If the very first 5 phone calls you're making every day to people that hate you, that's exactly the energy you're going to give. There's a lot more to it than just the 5 phone calls, but I want you to learn the ability to get the human reaction. Getting on the phone with somebody, hearing the pause in their voice, hearing the conversation that's going on is going to give you all the information you need to give yourself the skill set to build an incredible business. That's my challenge for you for the month. Make 5 phone calls every day. It's a very, very simple thing to do. It doesn't need to be to a business contact. If you feel more comfortable, make it to a friend or a family member just to get the method started. This will be one of the greatest things that you do in your business. One of the skills and the techniques that we can never lose in this business. If you go searching for the human reaction, you're absolutely going to get the best out of your business, because it's going to give you the one critical component that you need to work with people, to work out what you can do for them to help bring them into your business. 5 phone calls a day, next 30 days, see what happens.